The Oak Hills Band and the national anthem. Tim, the Elder Panthers, you were telling us all about them when we started with the anthem.
Well, we were mentioning that the Elder is 8th in the city in total offense with 331 yards per game, and much of that comes from running back Doug Schroer. He's 10th in the city in rushing with over 1,000 yards, 1,054 to be exact, and 9 TDs. Quarterback Dan O'Brien ranks 13th in the city in passing. He's completed 63 of 145 passes for 924 yards. The only drawback, he's only thrown twice for a touchdown, so Elder's going to have to come up with some way of scoring through the air. Punter Jay Barnhorst, one of the standouts, is averaging 39.2 yards a punt, which is it's pro-type kicking. So Elder's got some weapons offensively, and Billy Hemmer defensively has got 5 interceptions. Elder's coming off a 3-0 win over St. Xavier. They're going to look to put more offense into this game, put some points on the board tonight if they're going to have any success at all.
The Elder Panthers, the Oak Hills Highlanders from Nippert Stadium, and we're just moments away from the kickoff of tonight's game, and we'll be back in just a minute. You will be delighted by the Rafters. The Rafters, located at Glenway and Lawrence, is a dining experience you won't forget. Lunch is served Monday through Friday, and dinner may be enjoyed. Along with Tim Meyer and Tom Weber from Nippert Stadium, the Elder Panthers and the Oak Hills Highlanders. Both teams are out on the field now, and we're just moments away from the opening kickoff. Tim, I think the game tonight certainly is going to be an exciting one. Both these teams want to win it. They're 2-2 in the short 4-game series. And this is a very important game to both of these schools.
It sure is, and both teams are 6-3 on the season. They want to improve that to 7-3. And the fact that they're both from the Hill, they're all buddies and friends, and that's the kind of guys you like to beat your friends, so you've got bragging rights for the remainder of the season.
Well, you see the Highlanders jumping all over one another. They're excited. You know that. The Panthers are too, and I'm really looking forward to this one, Tom.
Well, it's going to be a good one, Jerry. It's amazing how these two teams, both coming from the same neighborhood, come into the game with identical records, 6-3. And if you look at their offensive and defensive statistics, they're almost equal in both areas. So we could see a good, close, tight ball game tonight. A very good chance that it could be decided by one of the kickers, Mike Irwin for Elder or Joe Neiman from Oak Hills. So a field goal could easily decide this ball game.
Of course, the Elder Panthers are wearing white uniforms with the purple numbers, and the Highlanders, Oak Hills, is wearing the black jerseys with the red lettering. And they talk about the other game being played in town tonight, that big one between Muller and Princeton out at Princeton. Of course, by the time this game is seen on Saturday evening, everyone will know who won that Princeton-Muller game, but this game is just as important to these schools as that one is over there tonight, and there's no playoff in this one, but from a moral standpoint, at least as far as these two schools are concerned, a victory would be just as good as going to the playoffs, I think, as far as they're concerned.
This is one of those pride games, Jerry, where the records, you can throw them out the window. It doesn't matter if they're undefeated or they're 6-3 or whatever they are. It's two teams out here, and both teams want to win this more than any game they've played all season, and that's what makes it exciting.
Oak Hills has won the toss. They'll receive. They'll be going from your left to right. Elder kicking off, number 32, Mike Irwin. As we await the whistle from the referee.
Robertson and Birchie deep for Oak Hills. Joe Robertson is number 11 in the city in kickoff returns, averaging over 24 yards per kickoff return. So if they elect to kick to him, we could see a good return.
Down the middle, ball fielded there by number 22, Joe Robertson, and he gets the ball out to about the 27-yard line, where Oak Hills will start from right there, 1st and 10. And this game is underway. So the first series is going to be a critical one because both teams are going to want to establish momentum. Sometimes it works to be the defensive team, because if you can hold them on that first series, you can establish very good field position for yourself. Pressure is on the Oak Hills offense to move the ball. Kevin Dooley, the quarterback. Rembold in motion. Handoff comes to Robertson, and he goes nowhere as
fact, he's going to be thrown for a loss of about a yard on the play.
That was number 41, Rick Shelton, defensive halfback, that threw him out of bounds, Jerry. Contain him on the outside.
So no gain. We'll call it 2nd and 11. Loss of about a yard on the play. Straight ahead, not much yardage for number 34, Chuck Hogue. A couple yards right up the middle. So a big 3rd down play right here. 3rd and 9.
Kevin Dooley, one of the few quarterbacks in the city who's allowed to call his own plays. Coach Ed Jackson of Oak Hills has that much confidence in his big quarterback.
2 men split. Now Rembold in motion. Dooley to throw the football. Looks over the middle for Rembold. And the ball was thrown short. Also in the vicinity was number 85, Jeff Wessel. And from here I couldn't tell which one he was throwing to, perhaps Wessel.
Well, Jerry had a lot of pressure from that defensive line of Elder. They had 3 men charging, and Dooley was hit right as he let the pass go, and that's why it was short.
So the Elder defense holds on the first series. Beautiful. Spiral punt, drives. As Bill Hemmer took that kick at about his own 30 and brought it out 21 yards to the 46-yard line. 16 yards on the return, excuse me. And Elder has established good field position. Dan O'Brien, the quarterback. A lot of running room for Doug Schroer as he gets the ball into Oak Hills territory as he comes out across the 50-yard line down to about the 46, so a pickup of about 9 on the play. 2nd and 1. O'Brien couldn't handle the snap and recovers his own fumble, and there's a loss on the play of about a yard. So 3rd and 2, a long 2. And a big play for the Panthers.
Big play, and of course that fumble made it a big play also because they had 2nd and short. Now they had 3rd and short. They're going to have to punt if they don't make it.
Handoff goes to Barnhorst straight ahead. He's got the first down in at about the 42-yard line. Jay Barnhorst. So nothing fancy that time, straight ahead.
Just good hard running up the middle, and Jay had those legs are pumping and tough to bring down.
Oak Hills is starting out in a 5-3 defense tonight, and we notice number 12 down there. That's Brent Rembold playing both ways. Free safety as well as
O'Brien to throw. He's got a man open, looking long for him. Ball knocked away beautifully at the last moment. That looked like John Sagers down there. And the play was broken up beautifully by number 25, Chip Miller.
Nice defensive play. He timed that jump just right.
Man was open for a minute at about the 15-yard line, and the defensive safety got over and knocked the ball away. O'Brien again. Throws out in the flats, and it's incomplete. He was looking short for number 25, Brian Pitchford, and Brian was well covered on the play.
Elder had 3 receivers out that time, Jerry, and 5 defensive players on them, so it's going to be tough to complete passes when you're outnumbered that bad.
He was well covered by number 67, Rick Barrow, on that play. He was with him every step of the way.
O'Brien again. Looks outside. Number 82, Kevin Schroer, and Kevin loses the football out of bounds. But I think he's going to be short. He doesn't have enough for the first down, so it's going to be 4th and about 5. And number 35, Jay Barnhorst, drops back to punt. And a good punt here, Tim, could put Oak Hills right up against their own end zone.
Well, he's going to be aiming for the sideline, see if he can put it out about the 2-yard line.
Ball's going to go out of bounds at about the 12 or 13-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. Right on the 12-yard line, so 20 yards on the kick. But more importantly, perhaps, is the fact that Elder has good field position. Oak Hills is 88 yards away. Kevin Dooley. He's going to throw the football. Looking long up the middle. Pass is overthrown.
I think he showed us a strong arm he has on that one. He rifled that ball about 40 yards that time. No arch at all.
Looking for James Brown out in the neighborhood of the 40-yard line, and he certainly wasn't bashful about throwing the ball from deep within his own, the shadows of his own end zone. So 2nd and 10, 8:17 remaining in the first quarter, no score. Dooley on the handoff to Robertson, and nothing there. In fact, he's probably thrown for about a loss of 2 yards on the play. Ball now at the 10, right in the middle of the field. So 3rd and 12.
What a fine game Joe Robertson had last week against Forest Park. He rushed for 134 yards last week and scored one touchdown.
Let's see if Dooley's willing to throw the ball here. Looking up the middle for a man. He's got him open, but he can't hold on to the football. Trying to pick up the number on the receiver. He was looking for Jeff Wessel, and Jeff was open, but couldn't hold on to the football. So now Oak Hills will have to punt from their own end zone.
Dooley took a pretty good lick that time, Jerry. His 2 elder defensive linemen got to him as he released the ball.
Punt comes to Billy Meyer. He's got a little running room outside if he can turn the corner. Still on his feet. Knocked out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. Now they're going to rule him out at the 26. So on the exchange of punts, Elder improves their field position by about 30 yards.
Second time they've had good field position, Jerry, and any time you get that situation, you have to take advantage of it. And I think one of the keys here tonight is which team's going to score first puts a lot of pressure on the other team.
Good punt that time. That ball covered over 40 yards, but it was a 24-yard return.
O'Brien hands the ball off to Doug Schroer, and Doug inches the ball across the 25 into about the 23-yard line. Pickup of 2. Maybe a long 2 at that. So we'll call it 2nd and 8. Schroer again. Big hit. About a yard and a half on the play.
What a hit made by Brian Vitko that time. He's one of their outstanding defensive players. He had 29 tackling points in last week's game against Forest Park. That was one solo sack, and he assisted on 2 other sacks, also blocked the pass. So he's a top-notch defensive ball player.
O'Brien's looking for his man near the end zone, and pass is knocked away. So he's looking for John Sagers. John had the ball momentarily, but it was knocked away and out of his arms at the last moment. So it's going to be 4th down, and let's see if we have the field goal.
Field goal attempt, Jerry. Of course, Elder won last week 3-0 on a field goal, so they've got that potential scoring threat.
Number 32, Mike Irwin, will be kicking from about his 27-yard line, so it'll be a 37-yard attempt. Hits the crossbar. So the kick falls short as it hits the crossbar, and Mike Irwin just misses.
That must be just about his range, because last week he hit that 35-yard field goal to beat St. X. And this was, what, 37 yards on this one?
So the score remains 0-0 with 6:09 to go in the first quarter. Oak Hills now will operate from their own 20-yard line. The Elder defense has dominated so far. The Oak Hills defense has been doing a good job, too. The pressure's been on them. Once again, Joe Robertson is going to be stacked up for a loss. About 3 yards on the play.
The Elder defense, Jerry's done a good job on first down. They've contained Oak Hills, and they've forced them into a passing situation, and they've made good pass coverage in those passing situations. So the defense has done the job so far for the Panthers.
Long count by Dooley. Drops back in the pocket. Looking, set up the screen. Got the ball out to Robertson. And once again, the Elder defense is tough. And another loss on the play, but we've got a flag down. Let's see what the call is. Defensive holding. So they either held one of the blockers or the receiver himself.
It was the tight end, Jerry, as the play was developing, was holding right from the start, and he was caught.
So that's 15 yards out to the 33-yard line and a first down. So the first down of the game for Oak Hills comes on a penalty. And that's their best field position of the evening so far. Dooley to throw the ball, rolling left, in trouble now, gets away, comes back over to Robertson on this side of the field. He's got some running room. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 49-yard line, and we've got a face mask. Face mask is going to be against number 32, I believe, Mike Irwin.
What a good job of improvising by Dooley, though. He was running left, rolling out left, and could find no one open. Elder put heavy pressure on him, and he eluded the tackler, came back to the right, and hit Robertson.
That'll take the ball into the 34-yard line as Joe Robertson put a move on Mike Irwin. Mike got a hold of the face mask. So 2 big penalties against Elder now sets up Oak Hills with their best field position of the night. Shift into the eye. Straight ahead goes Chuck Hogue to about the 30. Just outside the 30, so we'll say he got 4, and it'll be 2nd and 6. 4:36 remaining in the first quarter. Dooley on the keeper. He'll be wrestled to the ground at about the 28-yard line, so
he's brought down by Steve Mannix, and Steve Mannix is the same player that read out that screenplay before. Very alert defensive player.
So here's a big third down play, Tom, for Oak Hills right here.
Well, it sure is. Dooley, we know he's a threat anytime he drops back to pass, but he's not afraid to run with that ball. Last week, again, in that big win over Forest Park, he gained 74 yards running the ball.
Long count by Dooley. Chuck Hogue. And he's going to be a little bit short. He got to about the 25-yard line, so it's going to be 4th and 1. And they'll be going for it. Big play right here, and I would assume that you'll see Dooley go straight ahead with somebody. Himself. And I'd say from here he's got the first down. So Kevin Dooley kept the ball himself and picked up the first down.
Offensive line is starting to push the defensive linemen around a little bit. The Panthers are going to have to dig in a little bit here and get tough.
Well, this drive started way back on Oak Hill's 20-yard line, and they've moved it all the way down to the Elder 23, aided by two penalties on the Panthers.
Dooley was looking for number 85, Jeff Wessel, and overthrew him. Rembold was cutting to the middle, and Wessel was going outside, and he overthrew him.
Dooley only 1 for 5 passing so far, but that one pass that was completed to Robertson was the big gainer.
Dooley on the long count again. He's got Wessel at the 16-yard line. So a pickup of about 7 on the play. Be 3rd and 3, so another big third down play. Runner pass. Let's see what they do. Robertson. Maybe a yard. Maybe a yard to the 15, so a big decision right here.
Elder appears to really be keying on Joe Robertson tonight, the big rusher for the Highlanders. In 4 carries so far, he is -1, -2, -3, and that rush there was good for just 1 yard. So Panthers are really keying on Robertson.
So 4th and 2 right here. Big play in the football game. Chuck Hogue straight ahead, and it's going to be close. The Oak Hills players are signaling that they've got it, and they do.
That's their 4th first down in this drive.
The Oak Hills on the move now at the 13-yard line of the Panthers. Dooley on the roll. Going to keep the football. Tucks it in and gets to the 5. So 8 yards on the carry will set up a 2nd and 2.
Tom, Oak Hills is really mixing their plays up well, and it's keeping the Elder defense off balance. They don't know if they're going to run or pass or what.
Well, that's right. And Dooley being a dual threat back there, not only to throw, but to run. That time it almost looked as if it was a designed run play all the way. And at 6'3", 195 pounds, he's a load to bring down.
Robertson in a little trouble. Nice move to the inside and gets for the first down at about the 1.5-yard marker as the clock runs out here in the first quarter. Joe Robertson takes the ball to about the 1-yard line, and we'll be back. 1st and 10, 1st and goal. Dooley keeps it, and he takes him into the end zone for the touchdown. So Kevin Dooley on the first play in the second quarter lights up the board for the Highlanders. Number 33, Joe Neiman, is on to try the extra point.
Jerry, and I'm awful impressed the way the Oak Hills line is just pushing that Elder defense back.
Hits the cross for the upright and falls away, so the kick is no good. So the score, Oak Hill 6, Elder nothing, and we'll be back.
Imagine the delightful atmosphere of the Rafters, and then a cut of juicy, tender prime rib, broiled delicate fillet of lemon sole, or a cutlet of white.
Jerry Lubers, along with Tim Meyer and Tom Weber, got a short, squibbly kick that's mishandled and goes out of bounds at about the 32-yard line, so I don't know if that was intentional or not, but Elder will put the ball in play. Now let's see now. They're going to put it in play at the 40.
Very impressive drive by Oak Hills, resulting in the 1-yard touchdown by Dooley. They consumed over 6 minutes in that drive. I was impressed by the way Dooley mixed up his plays, too. You know, running left, rolling right, running the ball himself, passing it.
That's Dougie Schroer. He's got some running room outside now. A man to beat. Knocked out of bounds at about the 40-yard line of Oak Hill, so a pickup of 20 on the play.
Schroer had some good blocking out ahead of him, Jerry. 2 big blockers out there, and now he's got 33 yards on the night so far with a 9-yard run, a 2-yard run, a 2-yard run, and that 20-yard gallop.
Schroer is one of the quickest backs in the city. If he gets around that corner, he could just be gone.
So Elder's coming right back now. Man open, Schroer, but we got the whistles are blowing, and we're going to have illegal motion, I would imagine. It's against Oak Hills, so apparently they weren't set. That's going to be 5 yards. So it'll be 1st and 5 from the Oak Hills 35, and they're within striking distance right now. Doug Schroer again, he gets inside the 30 to about the 29-yard line. He's got the first down. So Elder's coming right back.
Well, their offensive line is opening holes just like Oak Hills' line did, and those backs can run through and pick up big yardage.
First and 10 from the 29. Doug Schroer again to about the 25. 11 minutes remaining in the first half. Oak Hills leads 6-0. It's Barnhorst. Jay Barnhorst picks up about 3 on the play. So third and a long 3, call it 4. A big play for the Elder offense, Tim.
Sure is, Jerry, and O'Brien's 1 for 4, so he's going to have to pick it up on his passing a little bit here.
Not much.
Safety blitz on that one that time, Jerry. Number 12, Brent Rembold, came from this free safety spot right up the middle. And I think he hit the runner in the backfield and slowed him down.
So a big 4th down play right here for both teams. Barnhorst straight ahead. Let's see if he's got it. I think he's going to be short. He's short. The ball goes over. So on a 3rd and 4, and on a 3rd and 3, they go straight ahead and get nothing.
Nothing fancy about that play. They tried to power over that Oak Hills defense, and they were up for the task and stopped Elder right in their tracks.
Once again, Oak Hills takes over the ball in poor field position. Didn't seem to bother them last time, though, as they marched 80 yards for the score.
1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line. Kevin Dooley barks them out for the Highlanders. That's Chuck Hogue, and Chuck gets it just across the 20. Pickup of about 2. Second and 8. And we know Oak Hills is not afraid to throw the ball from there.
Not with the arm of Dooley. He'll throw it from anywhere on the field.
Dooley on the option, gives it to Robertson, and he's going to go nowhere as there was great pursuit on the part of the Elder defense that time. In fact, Robertson lost 2 again.
And I think we've got a flag on that side of the field, Jerry, a face mask.
No reason for that, Tom, that Robertson was out there all by himself, not one blocker in front of him and about 6 defensive players. There's no way he was going to pick up any yardage at all.
So another costly penalty against Elder. Takes the ball out to the 34-yard line. That play was stopped. It was going to go nowhere.
They were dead in their tracks, and of course penalties along with the great combination of running and passing, the offensive play calling here by Dooley has confused Elder defensively.
Dooley's going to throw the football. Looking outside, the pass is intercepted. Irwin has the football to the 30. It's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. The ball was underthrown as he looked for Jeff Wessel. And Mike Irwin picked it off and brings it all the way back to the Oak Hills 27. Now they spotted it at the 28-yard line.
Little Mike Irwin, 5'9", 155-pound senior, just sitting back there waiting for that pass.
I believe that's his 6th interception of the year, which puts him right up there amongst the leaders in the city.
No arc on the pass. He had his man out there, but threw a bullet and it was picked off. Pittsford comes outside. He gets it to the 20, and we've got a flag. And let's see what we're going to get here, and it's going to be against Elder. Looks like an illegal block. It's holding. Another big 15-yard penalty against the Panthers.
Well, that's the 4th penalty against the Panthers for 60 yards tonight. Penalties continue to flag them all evening.
So they were set off. Started off with great field position on this drive. 1st and 10 from the 28, and it's going to take the ball back to the 43-yard line now. 1st and 25.
Nice bit of running by Pittsford on that one, Tim. You know, he found no hole at all and bounced off and
found some room on the outside and accelerated. Elder's been inside the 30-yard line 3 times now and still nothing on the board to show for it.
There's Doug Schroer. Doug gets inside the 40 to the 39. So a pickup of 4. Second and 21. .7:42 remaining in the first half. Oak Hills continues to lead 6-0. Draw to Schroer. And he gets about 2 on the play. Center of the Oak Hills defensive line just held its ground.
Scott Stroshin made a heck of a hit on that one, I'll tell you. He stood him straight up and dropped him back.
Third, 20. O'Brien's going to throw the football. Looking outside, and John Sagers can't hold on as he steps out of bounds at about the 28-yard line, so it'll be 4th down. And Jay Barnhorst will step back at about his own 49, maybe the 48. He'll be kicking from around midfield by the time he gets it off. So he can drive Oak Hills back deep again.
He's averaging 39 yards a punt, Jerry. So that's put it out there.
That's what he'll be looking for on this one. So a wobbly kick that is going to be down at about the 11-yard line. Almost off one of the Oak Hills dark jerseys.
It appeared for a moment that Joe Robertson was going to have the ball strike him in the chest, but he quickly jumped away from it.
So with 6:42 remaining in the first half, Oak Hills gets the ball back. Once again, deep in their own territory, they start with poor field position. And that's one thing Elder has been able to do tonight is pin them back, but the penalties have killed them. Joe Robertson, about 2.
Plenty of time here, Jerry. If the Elder defense can hold and force Oak Hills to punt, the Panthers will have one more shot to score. They'll have good field position. And hopefully can tie this thing up or go ahead by halftime if you're an Elder fan.
2nd and 8. Dooley's going to throw the football. He's got his man, and he's still on his feet. Jeff Wessel took the ball at about the 20-yard line, broke a tackle, and gets out for the 1st down at the 27. Across the 27, close to the 28.
Excellent concentration on Wessel's part when he had a couple defenders right there. The ball was thrown just a little bit over his head, kept his eyes on it, pulled it in, and then picked up extra yardage.
The Oak Hills now operates with a little breathing room. Joe Robertson to about the 32. Pick up a 4 on the play. And Oak Hills now with reasonably good field position with just about 5 minutes to go in the first half. You can look for him to be putting the ball up. Pitch to Robertson. Cuts upfield to about the 37. It's going to be a little bit short.
Oak Hills just has not had any success running wide on Elder tonight. And that's the play they opened the game with, where Robertson was thrown for a 3-yard loss. So not having any luck going wide.
Knee touched at the 36, so it's going to be 3rd and a short 2. No gain. So great defensive reaction on that play by the Panthers, and Oak Hills is going to have to kick. With 3:50 remaining in the first half, the score remains 6-0. Oak Hills in the lead, and Elder's going to get another shot at it. Nice spiral and takes a so-so Oak Hills bounce. Now a good roll. Inside the 20. And it's still rolling.
I think we're using a round football tonight. Round football.
To about the 17-yard line.
And they wasted another 30 seconds waiting for the ball to be blown dead.
46-yard punt by Scott Matlin that time, thanks to a good roll and a strong breeze.
So Elder will start this series from their own 17-yard line, 83 yards away from the tying touchdown with just over 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Doug Schroer. And Doug was just a step or two away from a lot more yardage. He got 6 on the carry. .235 remaining. O'Brien to Schroer again. Not much, maybe a yard, yard and a half, out to about the 25, so it'll be a big 3rd down play for Elder right here, Tim. They need the first down desperately.
Well, it looks like Elder's content to go in the locker room being down 6 points. They know they've got a whole half to come back, and 6 points isn't that much to get back into the game. So they don't want to cause any great big mistake here and give Oak Hills a scoring opportunity with under 2 minutes to go.
O'Brien's going to throw. Looking long. Down the middle. Pass is going to be intercepted by Ken Schmoll, and Ken is still on his feet and brings the ball back to the Elder 45-yard line. So with 1:40 remaining in the first half, Oak Hills gets the ball back.
Just like I said, Jerry, Elder's going to play conservative and not make any big mistake.
Good call, Ken.
Oh.
Good call. Fine interception by Kenny Schmoll that time. I mean, he read that ball all the way and cut over right in front of the receiver. Made a fine run back. So with 1:30 remaining, Dooley has a chance to put the ball in the air.
Dooley on the pitch. Robertson with the ball. We got a flag as Robertson is driven out of bounds at the 45-yard line. If I had to guess, I'd guess holding, and that's what it's going to be. Holding against the Highlanders. I'm surprised they didn't go right to the air.
I thought they'd put it up 4 straight times, Jerry, try to get some extra points on the board. There's still 1:17 to go. They've got plenty of time.
Well, this time, though, it's 1st and 25, and let's see what their intentions are right now. Kevin Dooley comes back. Two split wide right. He's going to throw. Looking down the middle. He's got Jeff Wessel, and Jeff's going to be stopped at about the 43-yard line. So just a few yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 22. 1 minute remaining in the first half.
What we've seen so far tonight is that Oak Hills...
Tom, there's a timeout on the field, and we're going to take this break. Jerry Lubers with Tom Weber and Tim Meyer. 2nd and 21. Doing the throw long. Looking for his man. He's got his man, but we're going to get a offensive call, I'm sure. From here, it looked like number 84, Jim Brown, pushed off the defensive player. And I'm willing to bet the house that that's the call. And that's,
you're right,
that's going to be it.
They are bringing it back.
So it was a nice play on Jim Brown's part if he could get away with it, but the official was right there.
Good call by the official. He was right on the spot and saw the push and threw the flag.
And that's 15 against the Highlanders, and they're getting a little bit closer to being even now on yards penalized. But I think the penalties against Elder have been a little more costly.
Elder's had plenty of scoring opportunities. They've had the ball deep in Oak Hills territory, but they could never get the ball in.
47 seconds remaining. And let's see what Oak Hills does this time. I would assume now they're going to run it out. Let's see. Joe Robertson. Once again, the Elder defense has it pegged, and clock continues to run. And now they stop it. .25 seconds remaining. They're putting on the rush. Gets the kick away. Billy Meyer with the ball, and Billy gets the ball to about the 49-yard line. So Elder will have 17 seconds to try to score. And they've called timeout, so we'll be back. Jerry Lubers with Tim Meyer and Tom Weber. 17 seconds remaining in the first half. Oak Hills lead 6-0. Elder has the ball at their own 49-yard line. Let's see what Danny O'Brien's going to do. He's going to try for it. Over the middle to Brian Pitchford. Brian has a little bit of running room. Gets the ball to the 29-yard line, and the clock is stopped again now with 7 seconds remaining. So with 7 seconds remaining, Elder has the ball now at the 29-yard line, and Oak Hills was in their prevent defense.
And they almost broke the prevent defense, too. I think had he broke that tackle, there was a seam he could have slipped through and gone all the way. A fine run after having made the reception by Brian Pitchford.
So if they don't score on this play, Tom, I would assume that they might have enough time to get the ball out of bounds and maybe get in field goal range for Mike Irwin. If they go for the score, they're going to run out the clock.
Well, I would look for him to throw the ball into the end zone, go for it all on this play. So an exciting finish to the first half. Danny O'Brien was on the sideline conferring with his coach, Ray Backus. He's looking long. He lets it fly. He's got a man in the end zone, and he just can't get to it.
Had he been able to catch the football, he was out of the end zone, and the first half has come to an end. The score, Oakettes 6, Elder nothing.
Wow.
We begin play in the second half. Number 35, Jay Barnhorst, brings the ball out to about the 33-yard line. And the second half is underway. So let's see what we're going to get in the second half in the way of some offense from these two schools. We know they can both throw the football. They've got some explosive running backs. And I expected more points on the board, Tim, in the first half.
Well, I think both teams were a little excited coming into the contest with the big rivalry, and that could account for some of the penalties, the holdings, and things of that nature.
Doug Schroer tripped up in the backfield and loses about a yard on the play.
Brian Vitko again on the stop. He's their defensive leader, and he's been all over the field again tonight, coming off of a big game last week.
Second and 11, and Elder needs a big play. Brian Pitchford, and Brian gets the ball out to about the 35-yard line. So the first big third down play of the third quarter, it'll be 3rd and 9 for the Panthers at their own 35-yard line.
Oakettes takes out a linebacker and puts in an extra defensive back. Number 23, Kenny Small, comes into the game. He's the boy that picked off the interception before.
Barnhorst has the football. He's got some running room in the first down. And a flag. Must be a late hit. Personal foul against Oakettes, and that'll be 15 yards tacked on to the end of that one. Take the ball to the 37-yard line. Make that the 42, down to the 42. So Elder has the ball now at the Oakettes 37-yard line. Schroer in motion. Pitch comes to Dougie Schroer. He's got some running room left. Cuts back to the inside now and drags a couple tacklers down to the 27. Close to the first down. See where they spot it. Actually the 29-yard line. Just inside the 29. A pickup of 8. O'Brien to John Sagers, and John has enough for the first down inside the 25-yard line.
Very obvious here in the early going of the third quarter what Elder's game plan is, you know, sweep right, sweep left.
And so very quickly here in the third quarter, Elder has established some momentum, and they're on the move. Trying to go in for the tying touchdown. Barnhorst fights his way to about the 21-yard line.
Come on, 75, get him, jump on.
So very quickly here in the third quarter, Tim, the Panthers have come all the way down to the Oakettes 21-yard line, and they're knocking at the door.
They knocked in the first half, never could get it in. Penalties caused them to be turned back, but they're flawless right now.
Doug Schroer cuts to the inside, and he gets inside the 15, and we've got a flag on the play. And we're probably going to get holding against Elder. So that'll take the ball back to the 35-yard line and set up a 2nd and 19.
Tom, I eat my words again. I just said they're performing flawlessly. They're moving the ball down without penalty, and here's one that takes them way back.
Clock continues to move now. We're down to 8:24 in the 3rd quarter. Doug Schroer straight ahead. He's got running room and takes the ball down to the 22-yard line. Pick up a 13 on the play. So a big 3rd down play here for the Panthers. 3rd and 7. Doug Schroer, he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down at about the 16-yard line. So we're going to have a big 4th down play with about 2 to go for the 1st down.
Doug Schroer's carried the ball 14 times in the game. Now he has 82 yards on the evening. He's having a fine night running the ball for the Panthers. And I look for them to go to him here. Go with your best.
Big play in the 3rd quarter. Schroer has it, and he's got the 1st down.
Let's go!
Ball down to about the 12 now, and Elder's on the move. 1st and 10 from there.
Will you cover your microphone with Jerry Hall?
Danny O'Brien on the keeper. Drives inside the 5, and let's see where they spot it. Probably right around the 4-yard line.
Pushing man now.
They're going to spot that ball inside the 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to that Elder offensive line, who is really, they're really beginning to take charge of the line of scrimmage and open up some gaping holes.
We've got 6:45 remaining in the 3rd quarter, and Elders had possession for almost 6 minutes now. 2nd and 2 at the 4. Schroer's in for the touchdown. So Dougie Schroer goes 4 yards off right guard into the end zone. And we are now tied at 6, and here comes the all-important extra point right here. Mike Irwin will kick. Kick is good. And the score, Elder 7, Oak Hill 6.
We'd like to extend our sympathy to all the pizza lovers across America.
11 plays, just about 6 minutes, 5.5 minutes of possession time. Doug Schroer ran the ball 6 times in that long possession for 31 yards.
Irwin's kick comes deep down the middle, and it's brought back by Mike Birchie to about the 25-yard line. So Oak Hills will put the ball in play right there, the first time they've had it here in the 2nd half, and let's see what the Highlanders plan to do now.
Well, the momentum has definitely switched to the side of the Panthers, so let's see what Coach Ed Jackson's Highlander team does now to get the momentum to swing back their way.
Dooley gives it to Robertson. And Joe Robertson takes the ball for about 2 yards, maybe 3. And out to the 28-yard line, we'll give him 3 on the carry. 2nd and 7. Dooley brings the Highlanders back to the line of scrimmage. Robertson again, and this time he breaks through for about 5. Gets out to the 34-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 1 now, long one for Oak Hills. .5:15 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And the clock has been moving for most of the quarter. Kevin Dooley keeps it, and he's awfully close to the 1st down. Let's see where they spot it.
It's going to be a very important spot by the official here, Jerry.
They're going to call for a measurement. No, they're not. Referees decided for himself that that was a 1st down. So the first down for Oak Hills in the 3rd quarter. 4:40 remaining. Elders taking the lead at 7-6. Joe Robertson gets about 3 off right tackle. I'll keep waiting for one of these quick backs to break something.
The Elders linebackers have done a good job tonight, Jerry. Last tackle was made by Keith Copenhagen, number 45. I worked with his father, Tom. I used to call him Cope. I never could pronounce the last name. It's a mouthful.
Dooley's going to throw. Looks to the sidelines and has his man, Jeff Wessel, and Jeff's out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. So Oak Hills is coming right back now. They've got 2 first downs on this possession, with the ball out near midfield.
First pass of the 2nd half. The Elders drive was all on the ground, and first pass by Dooley here in the 2nd half.
Well, that play never did get started right. All right. There's a fumble on the play. Elder has the football. We've got a man down. Looks like one of the Oak Hills players is injured. And we'll be back in a minute.
The farm, a part of Delhi's heritage, a peaceful setting that's natural and spacious and will add to any occasion.
3rd quarter, Elder has just recovered an Oak Hills fumble.
Number 12, Brent Rembold was the injured player, but he walked off the field on his own power and appears to be all right.
Brian Pitchford, he gets the ball to about the 41-yard line, maybe the 42, 41, and we're going to get a flag on the play. And clipping against Elder. Maybe you can hear it in the background. Some of the Elder fans here in the press box didn't like that call.
That's 140 yards in penalties so far tonight, and we're only midway through the 3rd quarter.
So 1st and about 20 now. Doug Schroer. Doug in a little bit of trouble this time, and he can't get outside, and the play is stopped for a loss of about a yard on the play.
Oak Hills did a good job of stringing that play out. You got to give a lot of credit to number 25, Chip Miller, who cut in there and forced the ball carrier to cut much deeper than what he had intended to.
So second and still long, about 21 yards for the first down. O'Brien on the draw to Schroer. He's got some running room. Schroer's going to be awfully close to the first down. And as I said earlier,